Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Mets. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Sean Newcomb gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores himself.
Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024 New York Mets.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Sean Newcomb gets the call on the mound here at home for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Cole waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Up next for Minnesota, Raymond Cole. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Raymond Cole.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Boomer is camped under this one, and he's got it for the first out. Striding in once again, Big Daddy Boomer. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Boomer.
First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Whitfield has a play. And that's the second out of the inning. And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Biagini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Moving under it, Boomer. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready for another shot now. Big Daddy Boomer.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Castellanos has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Digging in once again, Brandon Nimmo.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
How frustrating is that, Dan?
So stepping in, Brian Dozier. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now Dozier with a drive out to left field. Boomer looking up. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam as they open up a 4-run lead.
And they complete the comeback with a flourish, going deep with a grand slam to take the lead. You don't get style points in this game, but I'd give them some if I could hand some out.
Digging in to try it again. Big Daddy Boomer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Buxton on second. Latner at first. 2 out in the inning. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
A bouncer to the left side, right to him. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Game 2 of the World Series. Steven Matz will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last one to pick up a...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Thoughts, Stan? Who stands out?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He had a nice performance in his last outing.
Leading off the inning, Big Daddy Boomer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Brandon Nimmo. He drew a walk his first time up.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
That's lifted the other way out to left. In there, a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know.
Ready for another chance? Big Daddy Boomer.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Nimmo going back. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first homer here in the series. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast.
So digging in now, Sean McDonald. He got called out on strikes his last time through. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Boomer is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up. Twins lead it 3-1. Ready once again, Adalberto Mejia. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Russell into shallow left. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Robbie Page. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Boomer, and that ends the inning. So they pick up. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Big Daddy Boomer.
Big Daddy Boomer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Oh, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. The lead remains 5. Nick Castellanos now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Nick Castellanos.
The 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer has it in his tracks, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next for the Mets, Big Daddy Boomer. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2-0 if they can't rally. Hit the other way out toward right field. Whitfield is there, 1 away.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to...
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's Game 3 of the World Series between the New York Mets and the Minnesota Twins. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Eduardo Rodriguez will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Wow, not only was this guy...
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Big Daddy Boomer.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is in the air to right. Whitfield moves over, makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Big Daddy Boomer. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Whitfield is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Nicholas Castellanos, reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. Boomer is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. And with 2 away, let's give you one more look at the pads these two teams took to get to this Game 3 of the World Series. Coming to the plate now, Big Daddy Boomer. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. Whitfield going back on it. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the series. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great...
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy Boomer.
That was a pretty good changeup in his last at-bat when he hit the home run. That was a changeup away that he drilled to the opposite field. Sometimes as a pitcher, you just have to tip your cap. That was a great piece of hitting.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. McDonald moving to his left. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in and looking for more, Nicholas Castellanos. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Next up for New York, Big Daddy Boomer. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 0-1 pitch. Ripped toward the gap in right. And this will need to be corralled out near the 367 sign now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here it is, the 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Standing in, Omar Rodriguez.
Second baseman, Omar Rodriguez.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. 1 run scores. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big.
The next twin up, Pete James, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Boomer moves over. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
On paper, this had the makings of a real hard-fought game, but paper and reality, those are 2 different things. They pulled away and never looked back. How about to a tune of a 9-run victory?
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Ten to 1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. The Mets trail 2-1 in this World Series. Mark. We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation. Patrick Kloboff will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to have a clunker, and this guy had one in his last one. Gave up.
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2024.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Brandon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Boomer has a play. And the inning is over. Twins strand a pair. Still no score.
Leading off with a Met.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Big Daddy Boomer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Stepping up now, Emmett Whitfield. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Boomer giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Big Daddy Boomer. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The Dozier for 1. On to first, and they get them both. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Hit in the air to left field. Boomer is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in the switch hitter, Rich Kessler. A hit in 2 tries so far. The windup and the 0-1. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Boomer ranging back. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Leading off the inning, Big Daddy Boomer, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now a drive out to the gap in right center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise to the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. Striding in, Omar Rodriguez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Heading out towards shallow right, Whitfield sprinting after it. He can't get there as it falls in. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Here's Brian Dozier now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Loud contact by Dozier and a ball with carry to left field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Solo shot here from Brian Dozier, his second home run. Now at the plate, Sean McDonald.
Catcher, Sean McDonald.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Boomer ranging back. And it's gone. Stepping in, Big Daddy Boomer will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. High and deep to right center. James racing back to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, at-bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there, and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Swing and a miss. A big strikeout, and he's 1 out away from working out of a jam. Here's Byron Buxton now. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, man, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Gavin Cicchini next. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Swing, and he pops him up, and this should get him out of it. Page is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Twins bullpen does the job there. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. So striding in, Big Daddy Boomer, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0,
he struck him out, and that's going to do it for the Metropolitans here this evening.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series, while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.
Final line score for
The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Digging in, Big Daddy Boomer, runner in scoring position with Sugan. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center. And they're going to hit the board first tonight as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Ready with the 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Forced to settle. Ready for another chance. Big Daddy Boomer, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
He's been making it look real easy out there. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles. They might want to think about pitching around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
So stepping in, Addison Russell, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. As a look, now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Waiting on it is Nimmo, 2 down. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Next up from New York, Omar Rodriguez. He reached on a single in his first try.
Omar Rodriguez.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets for trying to pick things up where we left off. Big Daddy Boomer, he's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Whitfield is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Here's Brian Dozier now. His career line against Wheeler. He comes in as a .316 hitter. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Lifted in the air out to left field. Boomer is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone. Digging in once again, Big Daddy Boomer, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the wind up with digging in to try it again. Brandon Nimmo.
Left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Moving under it, Boomer. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Striding in once again, Big Daddy Boomer. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. And there he goes towards second. Swinging the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and foul, though it had the home run distance. The 0-1. Hammered the other way to deep right field. James facing back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Cowan rounds third and is striding for home. He'll score, and the Mets have drawn even. We're all square at 6-6. And he is out. Digging in and looking for more, Big Daddy Boomer, and he's working on a 3-double game right now. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and it's a fast start to the 11th now, already 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Emmett Whitfield. He's 1 for 4 for the game. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Boomer has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Nicholas Castellanos. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here now the 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Russell able to tuck this one in for out number 1. Well, you want to talk about coming up big when it matters most. How about turning in a performance like this in a series-clinching game? Guys, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you said it, Matt. This is where it matters the most. People are going to be talking about this performance here for the rest of his life. He was on the big stage for everyone to see, and he was the difference maker in the series victory.
Back now on the show. This one's all over as you get a look there at the jubilation following this walk-off victory.
Final line score for our ball game tonight.